We always strive for authenticity with the character as much as possible, to bring them off the page of the comic book and put them on screen in a way that would make that, 3% of the hardest core fanboys pumped up about it. And miraculously, by pleasing them, I think we pleased a much wider audience as well.
Please don't make the super suit green or animated.
There were a lot of prototypes when I put on the first Deadpool suits. It was a tough thing to get right, A brilliant designer by the name of Russ Schenkel at Film Illusions made it, and he must have never slept because we had such an accelerated schedule. But when I put that suit on the first time, I actually wept when we got it right, because it was as though we just pulled it right out of our minds and onto the screen. So it was a pretty spectacular feeling to get that right, because that's a big part of it. I mean, that's that first impression that everybody gets when they see photos of us shooting on the streets, and I would have to say that was a big one for us.
Wait! You may be wondering why the red suit. Well, that's so bad guys can't see me bleed. This guy's got the right idea. He wore the brown pants.
I think the great kind of hoax of Deadpool is that it actually starts off in a pretty emotionally depraved and devastating place. I mean, his character has cancer, so that sort of lays the groundwork for all these big comedic payoffs later on in the film.
What if I told you we can cure you and give you abilities most men only dream of?
I'd say that you sound like an infomercial, but not a good one, like Slap Chop, more shake weighty.
Deadpool's voice, I've always kind of had an affinity. We've always had a sort of pleasing symmetry in the way we speak, so it wasn't hard. That was the easiest part. The hardest part, I think, was just the lead up. For me, it was 11 years. For the rest of the team, Rhett Reese, Paul Wernick, and Tim Miller, it was 5 years. And right up until yesterday, we're still working on the next one.
You're probably thinking this was a superhero movie, but that guy in the suit just turned that other guy into a kebab. Surprise, this is a different kind of superhero story.
For me personally, to get nominated for a Golden Globe is a huge personal achievement, but in a way it's overshadowed by the fact that Deadpool itself got nominated. I think in some strange way I'm more proud of that, just because it breaks a strange kind of glass ceiling for the genre. It's a big moment for all of us, and it's a huge honor. And it also really speaks to the level of commitment that this whole team had. Every single one of us gave their last drop of blood for this. Tim Miller, Rhett Reese, Paul Wernick, myself, Simon Kinberg. Man, it's a pinch me moment. I never thought the movie would get made, let alone would I be sitting here staring down the barrel of that thing, shooting for variety.
Oh, I am very turned on right now.